Hi there, now let me show you how I made this delicious bread bun. Very delicious. You need just few ingredients and you will have this delicious goodness. Now you're going to bring your big mixing bowl, then you will add in your warm milk. Okay, warm milk, and then you will go in with 1 large cracked egg with 1 tablespoon of sugar, and then you will go in with melted butter. You need much butter for this. Then you also go in with your yeast, 1.5 tablespoon of yeast. Mix this very well until everything dissolves in the liquid, just that way. Then set the spatula aside, bring in, not spatula, the mixer, then bring in your flour. You're going to add just half of the flour and keep, not half, more than like 80%, and then keep the 20% aside. You will need it in a bit. Thank you so much for always supporting my channel. I really appreciate you all, and for the new subscribers here, God bless you for choosing to subscribe to my channel. I do not take that for granted. I love you all. And once you're done sieving this flour into your mixture, you're going to mix it very well until you get a runny batter. Okay, a runny batter. If you get it thick, then that means there's something wrong, so you should have this. Okay, then once you've gotten this, bring part of the flour back. You're going to sieve the flour into the runny batter just this way, then begin to mix with your hand. You're going to knead this with your hand. When it gets sticky, just use your other hand and get it off your hands. Okay, then continue kneading until you get this clear dough like this. Then knead it very well. This should take you about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, it's a little bit of work. So once you can stretch it and it no longer sticks to your hand like this, just know that you've done well. Form a ball and then sprinkle some flour in your mixing bowl, and then put it gently into it and set that aside. Let it rest for about 20 minutes. Time it if you can. Then once you've set that aside, you're going to bring in your sugar. I'm using white custard sugar. Then you also need cinnamon, ground sweet cinnamon. Now you're going to put the cinnamon powder into your white sugar. Okay, or you can buy cinnamon sugar if you find that. Then you're going to mix everything together just this way. You'll get this light brown color. Then once you've gotten it, set that aside and wait for your dough to rise. 20 minutes later, you can see the steam and it has also doubled in size, just that way. So I'm going to open that, punch it and knead it again just a little bit more, okay, to get out the bubbles and everything that is in there that we don't want. Well, most is the dough. So when you knead it again, then you're going to set it aside for a second and just bring in your work surface, or if your work top is okay for you, just bring it and then sprinkle some flour and begin to knead this. Now you're going to have to be careful with this stage. Knead this until you spread it out completely, like you spread it properly out. Knead it very well. At this stage you want to be careful so that you don't miss this stage. Okay, now once you've kneaded out like this, you're going to sprinkle that sugar you remember that we mixed earlier with cinnamon powder. Now fold the flour or the dough that way, then just bring it back again. Then you are going to continue kneading it until you stretch out again. I'll repeat this process 3 times for you. Then sprinkle the flour again, sprinkle the sugar and the cinnamon powder again, just that way. Then knead again. You see what I'm doing? Then you're going to knead it again and then sprinkle it again, just the way you see me doing, and then fold it. Now at this point they're already becoming a little bit wet. Don't worry, that is the sugar trying to melt. Okay, then you're going to knead it gently, just this way, and you should have a square or imperfect square. Just trim the edges and then you should be having something like that. I'm going to just cut them, I mean, not them, I'll cut them into square, just that way. You want to be gentle with it, because at this point it's going to be a little bit slippery because of the sugar melting. Okay, so I'll cut that gently. You see the way I'm doing it, be very careful with it because it's a bit fragile now. So I'm going to trim it, cut it into square, or you can roll it, just make it fun. The other part of the flour, that is what I use it for. So I will cut it just almost equal size. Try, if you can get equal size, is good. So I will take out the tiny bit up there. I just use that to roll it, and then yeah, when you're done, you then sprinkle some sugar, just a little bit of sugar over it, that sugar and cinnamon that was left. Then get it out. This is what you should have the weight of it. Can you see that? It's 4 layers. So that is what you should also be having when you're making yours. Okay, you should have 4 layers because I did it 4 times. Now this is the result. We are going to bake this for about 20 to 25 minutes, but the sugar will be melting. Don't worry about that, it's perfectly okay. Now 20 minutes later, and my house was smelling with that goodness cinnamon. Look at this, perfectly baked and very, very, very lovely bread bun that we've just made. Can you see that? Just look at this. My kid loved it. They were just, "Mommy, can we have the my daughter was calling it spring roll." Yeah, she was calling it spring roll. I'm like, no, that is not spring roll. So yeah, just look at this. Can you see that? If you have this, then you got it right. Look at the sugar on it. Bite in and look at it. Fluffy, delicious, and tastes so good. The cinnamon in it was just a top notch. And guys, look at, I had that with some delicious tea that I added the cinnamon sugar in it. Everything today was all about cinnamon, and it tasted so good. Look at that. Just look at this. And guys, what other way can I tell you that it was delicious? Please remember to turn on your notification bell so that anytime I upload a new video, you'll be first person to receive notification for new videos. And with that, we've come to the end of our today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please remember to like, share, comment, give me a thumbs up. I will see you in my next video, but until then, remember that Jesus loves you so much. Bye.